welcome back to Sacred and Profane. I'm Em.
I'm Terry Lynn.
And today we're going to talk about the Lovers card.
The Lovers. Boy, the Lovers in the tarot, no matter what, it always means choice. There's a choice being presented to you. You can choose to feel very open and expressive. You can choose to shut down. You can choose to be open to your surroundings. You can choose between lovers. But often the Lover's card is a reflection of what's going on within you. The divine masculine and the divine feminine are always within us. And that sacred relationship, when we really hone in on it being inside of us, then we can find lots of choice outside.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
So, how lovers can show up in real life is when there is that integration. Sometimes it comes in the form in relationship as a mirror coming right back. And it doesn't always have to be sexual. It can be this sacred reciprocity of as within, so without, with partnership, with that choice of being willing to be that vulnerable and open, going into the canal of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it is a journey. And so that's how, for lovers showing up in real life, it can come as, oh, there's going to be right relationship. But the right relationship begins with yourself.
Starts within.
And
Absolutely.
self-love, like being your own lover.
Yeah.
Falling in love with your inner other.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know, how lovers shows up in the shadow aspect is what we often get caught up in this society. At least I found myself caught up in the shadow aspect of lovers again and again, and that's that power struggle. The struggle with either power over, trying to control everything, every scenario around you, or often power under, where you're giving your power away. So for me, how that's shown up in my life is I'll have a crush on a guy, and then I'll, get flirty and wait to see his.
That was a great flirty.
Thank you.
It's working.
And wait to see what he thinks or how he responds to me in order for me to feel sexy, where really that true sexiness is that feeling from within. And I'm back again and again and again to feeling valuable and sexy and authentic in your expression, exactly how it is right here, right now, feeling open. Yeah. And then that, of course, attracts people. But as soon as we start getting in that power dynamic, boy, everything wants to close right up and dry right up.
Right up. So, yeah, that's totally the dance of the energies within. And sometimes the shadow side can also play as a reminder. Like whether that you're like, oh shit, I'm putting my power into somebody else. And whenever I feel jealousy, so there are these signs of imbalance, whether it's envy, jealousy, it's like, oh, it's because I'm not feeling centered and whole and loving to myself. Exactly. So then I welcome those signs and not negate them, not judge when I feel jealous. It's like, oh, this is a wonderful opportunity to check in.
It's such a good teacher. Like all those shadows that rear themselves up, we can invite them in, like have a cup of tea with our shadow and go, thank you. Thank you for honoring me with this lesson, and I will investigate. Curious, remaining curious. So whenever I see the Lover's card come up in my reading, which often comes even if I'm celibate, the Lover's card will present itself in my reading, and I always will find curiosity in my experience. So in my inner experience and in my experience in the outer world.
Yeah, and for me, whenever Lovers comes up, I just think about it's an opportunity to open to the moment, open to the fullness of potential, of the creativity that comes from the very thing that creates life, which is the womb, the sexual energies of this pulsation within, without, self and other, and so remaining open.
What are you birthing into right now? How does that reflection of that sacred mirror of divine lover show you what your own potential creatively is?
We would love to know. What are you birthing?
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
I love you.
I really.